It is my pleasure to address this distinguished audience at the Oil and Gas Year first joint strategic roundtable for the Trinidadian energy industry.
So it certainly is my pleasure to be here this morning at the Oil and Gas Year's first strategic roundtable event for Trinidad and Tobago. The theme of ensuring energy security and improving efficiency is pertinent to the challenges we are facing today. And I certainly want to thank all the participants for agreeing to be part of this discussion. We all acknowledge that the future of the oil and gas industry has changed. There is competition from alternative fuels in what previously were captive markets. New technologies are also providing diverse but uncertain opportunities for producing unconventional oil and gas in many parts of the world. So, how do we survive?
We've seen an expansion of state participation in both upstream, midstream, and now into downstream, with NGC taking major investments in Angostura and in Teak Salmon and Pui, and buying out ConocoPhillips in Phoenix Park, and now investing in Caribbean gas chemicals. So you are seeing the state participation across the value chain expanding.
Estimates of the International Energy Agency are that the demand for natural gas will grow at 2% until 2040 or something like that. And the demand for LNG would be twice as fast as that.
And we believe from a subsurface standpoint it's there, the technology is there. The investment, however, balancing that with growing production now is that delicate balance that we have to continue to keep on our radar for the next 50 years going down the road.
And I think we need to understand that not all of the actors and stakeholders have aligned interests. The upstream has some slightly different interests to the downstream, and the cases where there's adversarial interest, but there are also spaces in which that coincide. And so from a policy perspective, we have to take a look at one, jurisdictional competitiveness. How do we ensure that Trinidad and Tobago as a jurisdiction remains competitive in the face of emerging jurisdictions, in the face of shale gas, and in the face of alternative energy?
Real true success in developing local content is allowing the locals the opportunity to participate, not at a disadvantage, with the development of opportunities, whether be it new or existing. That being said, we have to be careful how we apply policy and regulation to that as well, because we need to be commercially realistic and socially responsible.
I think that whole question of fiscal change definitely has to be put into a historical and country context. So there has to be a recognition that the energy sector is a huge engine for the economy. And taxation therefore plays a vital role.
I'm glad it was one of the players that raised it and not the government side, but it's something that you all need to bear in mind, that you are operating in a country and the country does need to get revenues. You are not exploiting your own resources for your benefit. A lot has to go back to the country.